folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. I see Dag is up, just got out of bed. This is our colony of no name at the moment, though I have a feeling this episode we're going to have to make that decision. Between last one and this one, I redid the plans over here. We had set up a kitchen and cold storage over in this area, and I realized it's a long way away from where they're actually going to be getting all of the veggies. So redid things to, you got one step ahead of me there. Temperature, cooler, to put the refrigerator right here. Just like so. And so refrigeration, and we will, I think they're, no, it didn't. Okay. I'm going to pause before he starts building anything else. I want to add a couple things here while I'm talking. So structure, wooden wall. Let's add another wall here with a wooden door. And that will give us a, in fact, these doors really need to be auto doors. Can I do auto doors yet, though? I don't know. We'll go with wooden doors for now. Anyway, airlock, refrigeration, and another airlock there. So let's redo this. Wall there, cancel there. Okay. When this stove tears down and breaks down and leaves, we'll add a wall right there. I'm going to put the new stove right here. So butcher and stove. And we'll leave this exposed to the elements at the moment. Later, we'll probably kitchen over in this area and maybe a real refrigeration system right in here or something. We'll figure that out then. But for now, temporary kitchen, refrigeration, meals can come through this airlock into the common area. 3 bedrooms, 2 more bedrooms, so 5 bedrooms. And we do have one character that is jealous. So jealous doesn't necessarily mean needs a bigger bedroom. It means they need a more impressive bedroom. So the bedroom needs to be prettier. More beauty. It needs to go through and let's see. That one right there. Yeah. So room display, room stats display. So this gets into the impressiveness. What is that one? That's zones, okay. So when we get to that point, what are you? Automatically expand the home zone, yeah. So when we get to that point, then we will add a work of art in here and get a high quality bed in there, probably the double bed, into whichever room Kazoo is going to be living in. Let's see, bed, furniture, probably get into the royal bed, but not until our construction skills are up a bit, so we'll get we've struck machinery. Let's spin this one. Not until we get someone with construction skills capable of building a real high quality bed. Anyway, right now, Kazoo is still hyped up on very low expectations and new colony optimism, and he is luxuriantly comfortable at the moment compared to what we could have been laying on the ground. A spacious interior at the moment. Interesting. So they're doing fine. Speaking of Kazoo, I think I'm going to go ahead and name these 3 characters and get started with this. So Kazoo, I am going to name Rabbit. So Rabbit is the one that was waiting in our last series for a name, for a character. And Rabbit is a good shooter, is jealous, cold tolerant though, and is able to work with animals and can doctor and cook and do quite a few things. So that is now Rabbit. Angie is going to be, and I'm using 3 new characters, and then I'm going to, after these 3, start incorporating characters from the previous series so we can get everybody back eventually. But Angie is going to be Nettie. And Dag is going to be Michael. So there's our 3 new characters. I see I need a wall right there. Structure, wall right there. And let's pause for a second here and look this over. So Rabbit, you were a child spy. Interesting. Children are often presumed innocent and can be ideal as spies. Rabbit was trained in the art of infiltration and information gathering when he was just 9 years old. His years behind enemy lines and war-torn nature of his homeworld meant he had limited opportunity for education. And then as an adult, Rabbit kept house and cared for children while his spouse worked. That's an interesting combination. He at this point is, let's see, I can go where to find character, needs, social. Right now is not attached to anybody. Okay. Had a nice chat with Michael, had a nice chat with Nettie. All right. So that is Rabbit. Cold tolerant and jealous. Okay. So let's move on to Nettie. Well, Rabbit, let's see, one more thing. Rabbit is 58 years old and was in good health. Right? Health. Yeah. Nettie is 31 years old, is good at construction and eventually crafting when we get that up and going. Pretty good at shooting. And was in childhood a foundry apprentice. Nettie grew up as an apprentice in the foundries of an industrial world. This experience gave her metalworking skills and strong muscles, but stunted her artistic development. And then as an adult, became a combat engineer. She built bases, fixed guns, repaired vehicles for the army, when she wasn't shooting at people, that is. Oh, RimWorld, gotta love it. Nettie is trigger happy. So, pew, 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 Nettie is a terrible shot, but she doesn't care because guns are awesome. And lazy. Is a bit lazy. Global work speed is -20. Let's see. Social is not attached or interested in anybody right now. Okay. And where are you? Dag. Michael, you are not attached to anyone. Good. A little bit of a stab scar on a left leg, so your walking speed is a little slower. And character, let's see. Music lover as a kid. As a child, Michael had a talent for playing musical instruments and singing. He was given expert training and loved to perform in recitals and concerts, though the lavish praise he received made him a little self-obsessed. And as an adult, Michael worked with miners and cave diggers, identifying rock types and natural formations. During his years underground, he also gained experience repairing drilling machines and other technical equipment. So a bonus to mining and crafting. So he's psychically sensitive, is unusually sensitive to psychic phenomena, and is a night owl. We need to fix that too. I didn't get that right last time. So likes to work at night. He gets a mood bonus if awake at night and a mood loss if awake during the day. So is good at mining, likes to do underground stuff, is good at art, and has a passion for working with animals and medicine and the other skills that he's already got. Social is not interested in anyone at the moment, and health, we already went there. Okay, so everyone's got the low expectations and new colony optimism, which gives them a kind of a boost at the beginning of the game. Night owl, let's work with that. Restrictions, I forgot to say that you don't need to sleep from 10 to 11 o'clock. So there is that. And last time we went to bed right at noon, so I don't know if that is the trigger point or not. I'll have to watch that again. And speaking of something to watch, I still don't know what this is. It was 20-something last episode. We started this time, it was at 18-something. So did it go through a timer, then start over again? Is this counting up? Is it counting down? If it's counting down, what's it counting down to? So I don't know what that is. That wasn't in Alpha 12. And there's no pop-up to tell me what that means. So there it is. It looks like you'll be here for a while. Rabbit is suggesting that you give the colony a name. What should it be called? So it was suggested, since we've got Muffalo and cougars about, that maybe, I don't know, I thought about Muffalo Flats, thought about the cougar, and I kind of came up with an idea of looking at it from a different perspective. I was thinking of from the colonist perspective, some kind of a name that gave the impression we were hoping to get out of here someday. But we landed on this world and kind of interrupted what was already happening here. So from this cougar's perspective, who I can't find right now, what if we went with something like Cougar's Hope? This cougar is hoping he's going to get a meal out of us one day. And that's kind of one of the major enemies that we have to face throughout the rest of this Let's Play. So I think I'm going to go with Cougar's Hope. It's kind of an interesting take on a name for a RimWorld colony. See if I can spell it right. I think cougar is an AR, not an OR. I think that's right. So Cougar's Hope is the name we're going to go with. Alright, colony is now known as Cougar's Hope. Too bad we can't... There's no way to tame this guy, right? Where did he go? Well, he blends in. He's over there. There's no tame feature. There is a tame feature. Wow. Okay, Rabbit. You want to go pet the kitty? Not right now. Let's make good use of Rabbit before he becomes kitty food. All right. It would be interesting to have a cougar as a pet. Although you do have the problem here in Alpha 13 that if the cougar's master suddenly dies, the cougar's not going to be happy. That's why you don't want a boom rat as a pet. So we'll leave it as the enemy for right now. But let's put a door in here. Wooden door. So Michael is mining like crazy. Nettie is building like crazy. Rabbit has been set to haul right now. I'm going to get things hauled and moved around, which would be good. Let's get a new zone stockpile for this area here. And this one is going to be set for important. We're going to clear all. We're going to put in here foods. We're going to put in here manufactured medicine, herbal medicine, and raw resources, hops. So those are all things that need to be in a cold place, as well as corpses, animals. So all the animals that are hunted and brought in here will be stored here. They'll be brought out to be butchered. The meat will come back in here. All the veggies will come in here. As the meals are prepared, they will be dropped off in here, and they'll be grabbed from the folks in the common area that needs a meal. So that works out good. This one, we want to tell it to no longer store hops, animals, foods, or herbals. But everything else can go in here. And what was that? The warg just killed a squirrel. He's now eating a squirrel. Interesting. At least he's on our side. Let's order plant cut. Where is that? Right there. For this tree, that bush, that bush. I guess that is it. Now eventually we'll go through and floor all these in, and that'll take care of the rest. But that'll get rid of some of the obstructions inside right now. Alright, so we've got batteries to put in. These little comments on the side here are little helpers to remind you what you need. We still only have, 12 meals. Oh good, there's more over here. So 22 meals right now. Okay. That should get us by until we get our cook stove up and going. So we need food, we need medicine. Well, we've got medicine. It's just not sitting in a stockpile because we got rid of this stockpile. So it doesn't think we have food either. Need batteries, and we need a meal source, which is queued up to be built. Need steel. We do have plenty of steel. Zoom in here. A lot of stacks of 75 in here. And any more... See, where did we mine that from? We mined it from here. So that's pretty much gone. There's one left over here. Nettie, you are hauling the blueprint. You are building a... Here we go. Building a wall. You're getting the bedrooms enclosed. Okay. Let's set these cut plan. Let's see, right there. These trees to be cut as well. That way, if someone has plant cutting set, then they can take care of it without having to wait for the constructor to do it, the builder. Okay, batteries. So let's mine out a pathway. Oh, and to here, battery is too high, so we'll set, there's 6 batteries worth of space right there. Then eventually, Mad Animal. We don't actually have our turrets energized right now. These conduits have not been built. You hear that sound too? That's a brand new alert system, alert sound. I kind of like it. Anyway, what I was going to say was pathway in for the conduit and some batteries. Eventually, we'll probably pathway out and down into a switch system, which will switch and go out to the turrets and down to the kitchen and out to whatever. So we can kind of switch things. We just have to make sure we have good access to this from wherever their bedrooms are going to be if they don't stay here. This may all turn into something else entirely. You know, by the time we're done, this may turn into a prison block or don't know what, a hospital. So, Mad Animal. Let's take... We're at 1910 now. So let's... If this gets down to... Well, we're counting up. But we were at 20-something last time. So, if at some point it reset itself... You know, I'm paused and that just went to 11. So I'm not sure what that is. I've not had the game on for 20 minutes. So I'm still at a loss there. Okay, Mad Squirrel. It will attack anyone that it sees. Jump to location. You're a manhunter, and you are moving. Okay. I'm going to set you for hunt, which puts a little marker over you so we can find you easier. Plus, you're the only one moving at warp speed through the woods out here. So you're on your way in. Kazoo and Nettie are shootists. And when you get a little bit closer... Rabbit and Nettie. And Michael, I got to get used to new names now. Okay, you're over here, and you're going to walk probably all the way around here and up. That's my guess. So we'll let you do that. Yep. We just lost something there. Medicine. Medicine got moved into a stockpile, so now we know that we have 24 medicine. Okay. Oh, hey, I didn't watch that. Oh, this right here is not filled in yet. Okay, you're in. You're here. Warg. You're attacking Rabbit. Okay. Rabbit is out here. You are in hunt mode. And you're already aiming. Good. Nettie, I want you... I want you right there. Hopefully you don't cross paths with Rabbit's bullets. Let's watch this happen. We're on slow speed. Good. You got off a shot. Nettie, I want you actually right there. You got it. Hey, good shot. Rabbit has 11 shooting and strong passion there. Burning passion, is that what it's called? Yeah, burning passion. So 1.5 times the build-up or the increase in skill level. So, Nettie, you are undrafted. Rabbit, you are undrafted. And let's set Bill for the butcher's table to make kibble. That is new. Alright, details. What are you? Make animal kibble by combining raw meat and plants. Interesting. Okay. We're not going to be able to afford that just yet, but eventually, yes. tell you what, let's enable it with 1 meal only. So we're going to set do until we have... No. Okay, details. We'll just go down this way. Till we have 1. Allow rotten. So that's one way to get rid of rotten meat. Interesting. We'll use anything. Guess that's all I need to set. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and leave the radius to max. And I would say that we don't need any cooking skills for that. That's my guess. Don't know if animals are going to get food poisoning. We'll find out. Alright, so that one is done. But let's see, prior to that, or the next bill, is going to be Butcher Creature. And we will set to forever. Do until forever. Okay. And I see. Okay, so that is done. Alright, so whoever is set to cooking, which would be Rabbit, and it's actually his first priority after Warden and Doctor. He's our doctor as well. We got to keep Rabbit alive. To make sure, right now he's hauling. When that hauling job is done, he's probably going to go butcher, make some kibble, and leave the rest of the meat in here. And then once we get the kitchen queued up, see, Nettie is still building, moving her way down and working her way through the area here. Okay, Michael is relaxing socially, getting his joy up. We still have lots of barf around our colony. Okay, so we're going to get that mined out. What else is sitting around here that needs to get done? Not that we've got enough colonists to really get anything done, but let's continue planning. Defenses really should get Nettie. Well, okay, we'll get the beds going for tonight, and then tomorrow let's concentrate on getting the conduits going. I'm guessing with that rabbit squirrel that we are done with emergencies for a little while yet. Michael is working at mining away these rooms. That's good. Unfortunately, stone smoothing, floor smoothing, I think is a construction skill, not a mining skill. It makes sense it would be more of a mining skill, but I don't think that's how it works. Otherwise, I turn them loose, smoothing out the floors in here and giving that bonus to these rooms. Future mining, let's think about that. Let's go ahead and take these out, so we can kind of finalize what this area is going to look like. And I think eventually we will expand it down and make a much larger refrigerator. In fact, maybe we can split it up somehow. Meals over here and the rest of the storage out over here, or something like that. But we'll take this out for now, then we'll add blocks in to fill it in so we have 2 spaces deep for each of the walls. We have beds. No, we don't. We don't yet. Okay, Michael, why don't you finish that one, and let's reassign you to take out this tree. So you grab that tree. Rabbit, you take out this tree. Let's get these cut up, and Nettie can get those done. And then we can get at least 2 people in this room, these rooms tonight, 1 over here, which means we can set one of them as a medical bed right now. And eventually this could be a quick prison. Yeah, there's the advantage right there. That could be a quick prison for our first battle. Once we get this queued up, because we've still got 19 meals, so once we get the stove queued up, we could get some more hunting and butchering going and actually get some meals going. We need to get these in too. How long before these rot? Oh, we have 12 days. We don't have a lot of heat yet. We're up to, we've gone up another 8 minutes. That's probably about right. Well, I don't know. I've been recording for over 20 minutes. I'm still confused on this. We started 18 minutes. We've not gone up that much. I don't know. I really don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I'm running out of logical guesses. Where are you going? You're collecting blocks. You're hauling. Okay, good. Good. That way, Nettie won't go and get 5 at a time to make the trip, and come back down to build each wall section. Okay, so Nettie's collecting more wood, which we're probably just about out of. And these rooms are done. So Nettie's building these walls here, I'm assuming. Yeah, because we need only steel for this one. Let's assign this one. Let's make this one Rabbit's room. Let's make this one... let's see. Let's make this one Nettie's room. Michael is going to be probably in here. Right there. The idea is that the two with weapons will be closer to the outside. Those that don't have the skills to battle will be a little deeper into the fortress where it's a little bit safer. Yeah, that works. And 2 out of 3 able to shoot. That's actually pretty good. And Michael can shoot. Let me get back here. Character can. 4 is not bad. 4 will hit a target once in a while. So we just need to find a third weapon. Then even a great bow or a pila would work. Both of those would be ranged weapons if a tribe attacks us first. So, okay, that looks like the end of the wood. Now we have a little bit of wood in here. Okay, so we're starting to seal things in. We built the chairs. Let's see. You are building a wooden door. We don't have this guy going yet. What's the chance we can go ahead and get this laid out? You are going to grab iron. We don't have any iron in here? We do. That's odd. These must have been slightly closer? Okay, well, you're bringing in only 33. They can haul 75. Oh well. We'll get that conduit going. Probably about time for them to go to bed. Let's queue up. Let's see, I see 3 trees over here. I'd like to put wooden floors in to these rooms right here. We could smooth these. I'm trying to think here. It might be faster to wooden floor these rather than smooth them. And that will increase their moods later when things start to go bad, which actually isn't going to be that long from now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Not going to do the common areas yet, but we'll get those areas done. Let's queue up another bed. Furniture. Wood. And yeah, there we go. That right there. And for the moment, we'll go ahead and put in a plant. That will make Rabbit feel a tiny bit better, but excuse me, I don't think Rabbit needs to feel better than the rest of them. I think he needs to actually have a specific level of what was the word I want? Rabbit character, specific level of impressiveness. So it's not just that he has to have better than the rest. I think he's got to hit a certain number when we look at the beauty of the room later and the impressiveness of the furnishings in the room and the quantity of furnishings in the room and the spaciousness of the room. So I think there is a point at which a room becomes impressive. So that's really what we have to go for. And this room probably isn't going to satisfy it anyway. He's probably going to be in some fancier room inside, a little bit bigger and more furnishings without it still feeling cramped. You are mining marble. You really oh, you are the night owl. That's right. Okay. Well, let's keep you working. You're now mining marble over here. That was the closest one. So from this one, the closest one was there, then the closest one was there. That's how that works. Let's see. We've got floors, wood floors. Okay. So with that, I think I've done enough talking. I've done enough setup. Let's kick the speed up, get through the night, and see what they want to do tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we see a 4th colonist show up soon. One thing I miss about the Alpha 12 series was the ability to have many more colonists, many more subscribers named, and folks hopping into the chat afterwards and explaining what their character was thinking when this or that event happened, and kind of a role playing, and lots of areas being revealed. And was that a noise? No, I think the dog was howling. I'm going to go back to 1, kind of fix our mess over here, and I want to get as many characters going in here again soon as I can, because that was kind of fun to go back a day later and reread the comments from the previous episode. Let's mine out this guy and see what reveals over here. We could be revealing an insect nest in here. Got to keep that in mind. We may or may not want to go here. They will break through walls. They will tear down what you build. And we've got to decide if we're going to farm them, run in and grab the goods that they drop, which is, I'm trying to think what they called it, like insect jelly or something like that, or if we want to try and quickly take them out while we can, get them while there's only one. But it seems like from the Let's Plays that I've seen, they are almost as aggressive as like going after a warg, or maybe even a cougar. Speaking of cougar, where is our little kitty cat? What is he up to right now? Cougar is a she, wandering, and is going to be feeding soon. Does that number have anything to do with the cougar? I don't know. Let's kind of walk the map here real quick. One of my test plays before I started this map, I had 2 cougars roaming around near each other. Not seeing anything yet. But there's no reason why one would have to stay down there the whole time. There's our llama, or alpaca, which hopefully is going to be the beginning of our new goon squad, assuming that our kitty cat doesn't eat him first. Okay, we seem to be good there. Let's pop back into here. Rabbit is relaxing socially. Nettie is hauling steel and has not had any requests to go on a date or anything by any of these dudes over here. So everyone is staying civil. Let's see, area revealed. Yep, we're good at all those. Turn that one off too. So Michael is sleeping. Rabbit is going to get going soon. Let's go ahead and kick our speed back up. And Michael is still hauling. Let's take one more look at that. Or I'm sorry, Rabbit is hauling. Work, Rabbit. So the scroll did not get interesting. Butcher's table. I did this right? A wanderer joins. Ooh, let's wait a second. Make kibble was actually first. Let's butcher first. Ah, no, that wouldn't make sense. If he couldn't make kibble, he would have gone to butcher. And cook is set as a 2. So it will happen after all of the 1s are done. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, let's take a peek at hauling real quick. Can we turn off hauling? Have we got enough done to make this? We've got this row done, this row done, that row done. So we've got a place to get behind to shoot from. We've got most of the blocks hauled out of here. So let's queue up, haul things, get these out of here. There's nothing over there, nothing over here. We got the ones that were over here hauled out. So that's all done. All this got hauled away, and except for, say, this silver down here, and that right there. Okay, let's go through the rest of this day with Rabbit set to haul, and then we'll turn everything back on to the way it was supposed to be. So, we've got a wanderer who just joined. Named Table has arrived and is joining the colony. He is a sanitation captain. Jump to location. That was odd. Everything just changed its color. So Table is Not related to anybody. He's not someone's long-lost brother. I see we have Jade over here. Just a quick note while we're over here. Table is not pathing through the Cougar's area. That's good, because Cougar is going to be eating soon still. Okay. I lost Table. Table was higher up. Table. Okay. Table, very low expectations, but feeling bad and is naked. Gear. Why does this game throw so many people at you wearing nothing but a toque? Has a pistol, though. Can shoot it as well. Okay. So Table can shoot. Table can social. So we have a backup warden. Table can construct and can craft. We still don't have a researcher. Table. Well, tell you what. Let's just go for it. We go backwards on our list. This is now Brand. So Brand, you're back in. And Brand is buck naked except for a toque. So we need to get into making clothing here real quick. Brand was born a space cadet. Growing up on a rural farm world leaves little opportunity for excitement and adventure. So when the Royal Fleet began, I was just thinking as a child, Royal Fleet began a recruiting program on his home planet. Jake threw down his hoe and cattle prod and took up arms for the crown. He served on the interplanetary superdestroyer HMS Thunderchild. So I guess a children's corps on a spaceship. As an adult, after graduating officer training school, Jake was assigned to the main battle deck on the Thunderchild. Hey, that's interesting. These two stories actually go together. I've not seen that before. Okay. He served there for a year before his gallant action saw him reassigned to the Maintenance Corps. It was with the Maintenance Corps he was dubbed Table on account of his legs. Okay, I'll let you guys figure out what that means. So, Brand, there you are. Incapable of plant work. Is an optimist. So, naturally optimistic about life. It's hard to get him down. And is a heat lover. So, it's not going to do well in the winter, but will do fine out here during the summertime. So, that is our fourth person in our town of Cougar's Hope. So, let's see. Let's assign this bed to Brand, the janitor. And let's see, we're coming up on the end of our episode. What more do we need to get done? Refrigeration just got turned on. Need to get power to it. So let's get that going before it gets forgotten next time. Power. Best to keep power running through walls when you can. So let's shoot that through there. I'm pretty sure it can jump across. It probably won't even give me the chance to try until there actually is power nearby. So refrigeration right now is running at 81 degrees outdoors because we still have to fill in this wall here. Okay. Brand is set to construction. Okay, let's do that real quick. Brand. Construction. Hunt. Your hunt is at 9. And actually Rabbit's hunt is at 8. Interesting. Because Brand was not as good of a shooter. So there are other things taken into account. I think that Rabbit was an 11. Brand is a 10. But Rabbit... no, it's not trigger happy. So there's more taken into account. Walking speed, I don't know what it is, but there's something else taken into account. And that would allow Brand to do the hunting while Rabbit stays in to accomplish all the other things he's skilled at. We'll see. We may swap these two out back and forth. You're going to be the hunter. But for starts, you are a flicker. You are a patient. You are a firefighter. Okay. You are a backup warden. You are definitely a constructor and a repairer. In that case, I think we're going to switch. I'm going to pause here in case we get a major event, because I do need to shut down. Switch Rabbit off of Hall. And let's see, craft. We'll leave these where they are for now till we actually have a use for these. Nobody is really able to research right now. 2, 2, 0, and 4. So you're as close as we have a researcher, Nettie, as anybody we've got. So there's our settings at the moment. And when the construction's done, which there really isn't a lot more, there's flooring left, we'll get back to hauling after that. And I can specifically assign anybody to haul something out. Rabbit did just grab that last stone, which was good, but if I need to, in fact, I can just set, where did Brand go? He is hauling steel to power conduit. I'm going to leave him alone. Nettie is going to work on that floor. I can tell her to run out here and prioritize hauling that. So when we start up next time, she'll run out here and grab these 2 silver. And actually, no, come out here and haul. Well, come out here and haul the wood. That's probably the most important. We need to get that in. It actually does degrade. Okay. Then eventually we get all this silver in. We get all this iron in when Mrs. Cougar has had her meal. She's really roaming. She's clear down over here now. Alright, so with that, we've got our budding little colony and our group of budding little colonists. I'll have to see if EDB and Crash Landings will possibly merge back into this Let's Play series afterward. We're not going to get the benefit of Crash Landing from the beginning, but Crash Landing does continue to drop things down on you once in a while, which adds for some interesting excitement, and does eventually or occasionally drop crypto sleep pods down from another ship. So that's another way to get some colonists. I just don't want to load it into here and have my game save corrupted and crash. So I'll have to do some research before I even try that. And let's remember that one right there. That's going to open up some kind of a void in here. So we have some kind of a cave system that was starting to form in here before we tapped into it. So with that, let's call this one done. Yep, this has been pretty productive. I like the way this is going. Hit the thumbs up and the subscribe down there below the video if you would. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye, folks.